Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracey Brown coming to you today to do your February horoscope, which I thought I had my cards and I thought I was prepared, but I'm not. Hello guys. I am so sorry. How are my Sagittarians today? I'm praying that everyone had a very healthy grace into the new year. And so, Happy New Year's, everyone. So, before we get started, I'd like you to be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that would be psychictraceybrown at yahoo.com is my email address to email me for your own personal reading. Also, for February, we are going to do our candle event again, and it was a huge success for the eclipse. This one will be for the full moon, and we're going to choose red candles like this one. We're going to choose pink candles, and of course white is always the go-to one. Also, for the future, if anybody needs to know how I get the dates, go ahead and invest in a Pocket Astrologer 2019. Just be careful, there are two versions. There's a Pacific version and then there's an Eastern version. This one right here is the Pacific version, but go ahead and invest. And because we are doing a full moon love eclipse right around Valentine's Day, we're going to do a candle for love of thyself, to bring love in, love for our business, love for our jobs, to be able to work around people in a loving environment. And with that being said, we're only going to do the love kit. All right? And the love kit consists of sparkles, holy herb, this happens to be mustard seed, and 3 herbs made for love. You're going to get parchment paper, and you're going to get a container of oil specifically for love, and a dropper so that you could put the oil without getting your hands dirty. So let's enjoy the next event. Thank you, Sagittarians. Aren't you surprised that you're first, Sagittarians? Aren't you surprised? What is around my Sagittarians for the month of February? What's around my Sagittarians for the month of February? Please, God, talk to me. What is around my Sagittarians for the month of February? Please, God, talk to me. Please allow me to see and say what you would like for me to see and say. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Okay. Family. Family is the key for the month of February, guys. I'm going to have to push this back a little bit. Family is the key for the month of February. And let's make sure that family is intact. All right, it's going to be very important that we attack any drinking, excessive drugs, excessive prescription drug situations. It's important to look at family. Look at family history, look at your immediate family, It is time to deal with this. You are not allowed, Sagittarians, to act like you don't care or it doesn't bother you. You are not allowed to do this anymore. It is very important that you take the time to look at what is going on in your family and what is going on with any excessive drug abuse. Excessive. Okay? Because things could happen very, very swiftly. And if the excessive drinking or drugs or alcohol or gambling or sex, I'm going to add sex to this, because there's something controlling that occurs with this, addiction issue. Okay? It looks to me like somebody may want to begin to walk away, Sagittarian. You are becoming very stressed, but I have to tell you, Sagittarians, I think you're hiding things. I think you're not telling anyone, and I don't blame you. I'm not asking you to tell anyone, but I feel like you're isolated and you're not telling everyone. But I think you don't tell people because you need to have a perception that all is, okay. But someone's going to offer you something, all right? And it looks like a good offer. It isn't. The offer has to do with control. The offer has to do with getting away with what I want to get away with. For instance, if there's an issue in your home and your spouse says, hey, I work way too far. I've got to, travel 3,000 miles. That doesn't make sense. 3,000 miles is ridiculous. 300 miles. And so with that being said, for my job, I should just get an apartment closer to my job. Actually, this person is doing something very, very sneaky. And you have to address this. You have to. You may not want to look at it. You may want to act like something's wrong. But if you carry stress from a situation inside your house, it is because somebody wants to control the situation. And you have to decide whether or not you want to open your eyes and look at things. Things will turn around. They may not turn around for the better. That is not a promise. I'm not promising that things are going to turn around for the better. I am promising that it's okay to tackle who's controlling who. Okay? It's okay to tackle who is controlling who. All right? Over here, better. Better. Okay. Also, Sagittarians, whatever problems are going on at home, I want to make sure that your work is not compromised. So Sagittarians, you could be the type of person to let shit go down at home, and then at work, you're the powerhouse. I'm telling you, don't upset this balance. Better to keep your job stable and consistent and deal with stuff at home. Because if you don't deal with stuff at home, you're going to bring it to work. Something is going to happen. You're going to burn the mattress at your job. And you are capable of coming to work one day and they're going to be like, we don't know who you are and we need you to leave now. The only way that's going to happen is because you won't deal with problems at home. Deal with your problems at home. Make work calm. Do not carry all of that crap from home into your job. Do not do it. We are in a recession. You, Sagittarian, cannot lose your job. Trust me on that. All right? Carry yourself well at work, even if it means getting quiet. Hold that fire in. Come on, guys. I'm rooting for you. There's no need for all of this energy because here's the thing. What's going on at home could just happen anyway. What's going on at home could just go down anyway. What goes on at your job will be you. Because this ain't you. What's going on at home is not you. What's going on at home is trying to figure out how to stop this. But what goes on at your job, that's all on you. Do not let it happen. There's a Queen of Swords here that could give some generous advice, I believe. All right, particularly of advice, very generous advice, particularly about money. You are going to get what you want, I promise you, after everything is revealed. After everything is revealed, after everything needs to be revealed, there is going to be a new life for some of you Sagittarians. Stay focused on income. Even though the income is fluctuating, stay focused anyway. Okay? It's very rare that I get the Sun card and the Moon card in the same deck. Very, very rare. But in this case, I have to tell you, buyer beware, because it looks good right now. There's some money issues that's fluctuating right now. You're going to discover that somebody's lying, and somebody's lying about money. Now, I'll give you a really good example. I remember when there was a time when in my family, my mom thought she was a housewife, and my mom thought my dad was paying rent, because she never had to discount that he wasn't paying rent. All right? But at some point, he wasn't. And it got them into a whole host of trouble. Okay? So I'm only saying that because if one person is controlling the bills, you all might want to sit down together and really look at things. And the person doesn't want to sit down with you and go over family money. That's where your problem lies. Because then you have to ask yourself, what is the person hiding, and what is he doing with this extra money that he's hiding? All right? The other thing that I'm getting is who's paying what bills. Are you, Sagittarian, paying all the bills and your partner isn't? But your partner's capable of contributing? Like, you kind of have to ask why, because there is some deception here. March will be a much better month. So this is a matter of time. March will be much better. February could be a little awkward. Realistically, it could be a little awkward. But I'm telling you, drinking's big, arguing is big, and having to deal with this today, that is going to be the most important thing. How you deal with it is going to be my biggest concern, because the Tower shows up, which means it's probably already here. I'm probably telling you something that you might already know. So that wouldn't surprise me at all, but I just want to offer up it doesn't have to be. Some of you may consider what a divorce looks like in February. Some of you could consider that. I would say, because Sagittarians, you guys don't always process long enough information, I would say hold off before you make that decision. Hold off before you threaten it. Hold off before you spontaneously just leave your house. I think you really need to document what the heck is going on and make the other person really look at their behaviors. This is what I've documented. This is what I've put down on paper. This is what I've observed. And These are the actions that you've been providing, and it's not working for me. Because you might get on your high horse and leave. Drinking is the problem, no matter how I slice it. I'm saying drinking, drugs, alcohol, sex. Drinking is big for some people here. Drinking, drugs, alcohol, sex, drinking's big. And I'm telling you, Sagittarians, some of you might have to put your tail between your legs, and some of you might have to leave this relationship. I am not saying do it in the month of February. I said observe, document, look at things on paper, really decide whether or not this is good for your family, and then look at your finances. Do not do anything spontaneously. Have a plan, Sagittarians, okay? Many of you are free to go, and those that are free to go probably could wind up in the arms of a fire sign man. Others will find that an air sign woman is much more kinder and generous than the person that you're dealing with. For some, there's going to be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that looks to me provides just the right amount of money that you need, or you might know them at work. Money, money, money. And this person also can contribute to leaving your relationship. There's an air sign woman that is going to talk in your ear and make you realize you don't need to put up with this. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. There is a water sign man that will welcome you into his home, or that if something happens where somebody leaves you, there's a water sign man that will come in and be the man in your life, man in your household. So none of this is a lose-lose, Sagittarian. You just have to decide if you're hanging on by a thread. That's what needs to be looked at. Are you hanging on by a thread? All right. With that being said, let's look at your final outcome. Sorry. And your final outcome is a 2 of action. And it says, trust your ability to make excellent choices. There's opportunity all around you if you just continue to move forward. It may take time to take on a new partner who can help you be a success in your career or your creative endeavors. Keep your eyes on the big picture rather than the details of the moment. All right, Sagittarian, to elaborate more on anything that I said, please email me for your own personal reading at psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. That's psychic, Tracey, brown@yahoo.com. Please subscribe. Please like. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know what all of this is about, Sagittarian. Take it easy. Bye.